Hello, we are going to do an unmounted lesson with the rope halter. So first we have Cinnamon here and Lori, and we are going to talk about the rope halter first and how it is commonly misapplied and how that is with certain things. It is kind of easy if you don't know about it or someone hasn't taught you the proper way to do it. So we have a couple knots here, pronounced Fyodor knot, commonly called fedora knot, like I sometimes do when I make a mistake. But essentially you have your lead line hooked to this loop here. You have a nose band with knots particularly placed for pressure points, as well as under the chin and kind of at the temple area. And so this is exactly how it should be tied, which is with the tail going towards the back, because you don't want it to poke the horse in the eye. So typically we will undo this completely, approach the horse safely from the left side, never from the front or from the back because they can't see you. And then however your horse is comfortable being haltered, some have their head super low and people reach over their neck and bring the halter up. Some just take the nose band and put it on like that. Cinnamon is pretty good about just having her head low. So we'll take it, I kind of hold it like this with the knots here, and then gently place it over her nose, like this, good girl. And we want it to be right here so it's not on the soft tissue. And then flip that gently over. Sometimes that can hit you in the face or in the eye, so try to avoid that. And so this comes right over here, and then this is a good time to make sure this area is adjusted and that the knot is in the tie is exactly where it's supposed to be, around the jaw here. So I kind of hold it here so I don't lose my tightness. Then I'm going to take my tail and go behind into the loop. I still have my tightness. And then I'm going to go around the back, above the knot, below the loop. Right? And so I'm kind of like holding it, and it takes a little bit of practice to kind of get ambidextrous, you know, with, or dexterity, that's what I'm meaning, with kind of how you like to do it. So go through the back, make sure it's tight enough, and then pull here. And then what you essentially have is a hitch knot, to where if she was tied up and she was going to pull back, this will tighten, but you can easily take your thumb and loosen it to where this will kind of come loose here with your thumb, and then you'll be able to get this through. So she definitely won't do that. I like to tuck the tail just right in there. Some people just leave it out. But definitely if you were to tie this the wrong way, you could see how this would be poking her in the eye. So always through the back, and then I tuck it there. And then I just kind of do a double take and just make sure. I often end up putting these on a little bit loose by mistake, so I'd have to come back. It's really easy to tighten it if you do that, which is you can just loosen this knot a little bit, just tighten it up, and then redo it. So this is about perfect where it's sitting on her. And so now we'll have you demonstrate and practice. Good girl. And we're not leaving yet, Simon. Good girl. So here's for you. There you go. I'm just going to give it to you like that. Let's see. Oh, she had a bit of fly. There you go. Good. Yeah. And with her head that low, it might have been I would have to get used to it, with kind of bringing the halter down and around and coming up instead of having to flip that over. I know a lot of times it just flicks you right in the face, and it's not the best way to do it, but so that looks pretty good. And now notice how it's a little low, right, on the soft tissue. So really you're going to want to get that adjusted first before you do your loop there. Yep, and then that's going to want to be right behind. Yep, that looks pretty good. And once you kind of get it hooked in there, then you can kind of make your adjustments. Yep, perfect. Good girl. Okay, see now, when you're going to the front, see how I almost wanted to hit her in the eye?
Uh-huh.
So better to always go behind. Just think of everything going towards the butt. There you go. And these are hard to kind of keep. You're kind of questioning yourself, right? Like,
yeah,
right?
So
because look where we are. There's the knot. There's the loop. So above the knot, below the loop. So let's try it. Let's start over a little bit. There you go. Okay. There you go. And towards the back.
Oh, okay.
So
now
see?
the loop's
Yep.
up.
Now the loop is up. If she pulled back or tightened, you can use your thumb to pull that up, which loosens this whole bit here.
And then this can go here.
Yep. Okay. So that looks pretty good. So how did that feel? A little.
Good. It's a little bit loose. Maybe I should tighten it.
Yep, it is.
Okay, so I can.
Once you go and start walking her around or tying her up to tack her and all that, this is all gonna, this nose will end up down here.
Gotcha.
And then she'll just be annoyed because those knots will be on her soft tissue here.
So does this go behind your jaw?
Yes, ideally, yes. There you go. Pull it. Perfect. See?
And then that.
There you go.
Good job.
She's trying to get a fly probably. But yeah, great job. So some practice. You can actually take this and put it on like a halter stand and just practice doing that knot over and over again. It'll become like muscle memory. Obviously with a horse like Cinnamon, you could probably practice it on her multiple times too, because it is really getting that fit right where all the knots are in the right place. So that's the rope halters are wonderful, but if you don't have them on right, then they're not going to work the way they're intended to. Excuse me. So I would recommend that, and then also maybe in a different environment. Obviously, she's a great horse to do that with because she's very accommodating, just to get the confidence built up on. And then when you have a younger horse like we have with Star, then you'll already feel that muscle memory. It'll be a lot easier for you.
Okay.
Yeah, but good job.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Thanks, everyone.